Uzbekistan. A fascinating name, right? Apart from its unique name, the history and beauty of this country will make your jaws drop. Way back when it was a part of the powerful Persian Empire, Alexander the Great invaded during the 4th century BC and conquered it. He went ahead and conquered the city of Samarkand in 329 BCE. Fast forward to today, this historic city is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, playing a crucial role on the Silk routes through Central Asia. Samarkand, a beautiful city in this country known for its beautiful mosques and mausoleums, is very famous for its crafts and amazing fortifications. It's also home to one of Uzbekistan's most iconic spots, the Registan Mosque. Today, we will be taking a virtual tour through Uzbekistan to explore all the country has to offer, from its geographic location to its great history and heritage, to its amazing traditions, and also the wonderful people of Uzbekistan. You just might be surprised at all this country has to offer. Geographic location. Uzbekistan is the hidden gem in Central Asia. It is a country nestled among 5 fascinating other countries: Kazakhstan to the north, Kyrgyzstan to the northeast, Tajikistan to the southeast, Afghanistan to the south, and Turkmenistan to the southwest. The common pattern is that these Central Asian countries sure love naming their countries with a "stan"-ending name. Covering a massive 448,978 square kilometers, Uzbekistan ranks as the 56th largest country globally, and it's the 40th most populated. The Commonwealth of Independent States, CIS, it's the 4th largest by land area and the 2nd largest by population. Uzbekistan isn't your typical country. It's hot, dry, and completely landlocked, standing as one of only 2 doubly landlocked nations globally, the other being Liechtenstein. What's interesting is that none of its rivers find their way to the sea, thanks to its location in a series of endorheic basins. A mere fraction, less than 10% of its expansive territory is intensely cultivated irrigated land, mostly in river valleys, oases, and the once thriving Aral Sea, which has sadly suffered one of the world's worst environmental disasters. The Aral Sea of Uzbekistan, known for its wide coverage of water, has gradually been reducing and leaving more land than water due to climate change. The rest of the country is dominated by the vast Kizilkum Desert and striking mountains, making Uzbekistan a land of diverse landscapes and unique challenges. If you are interested in walking around and surveying all nature has to offer, then visiting Uzbekistan would be a trip worth it due to its amazing landmass and scenic environment. Now, what makes Uzbekistan stand out is its rich cultural tapestry. It's not just a place on the map, it's a vibrant part of the Turkic world and proudly holds its spot in the Organization of Turkic States. People and way of life. There are different tribes and religions in Uzbekistan, and they all live harmoniously together. Among these many tribes, Uzbeks dominate the population, making up over 80%, followed by Tajiks, Kazakhs, Tatars, Russians, and Karakalpaks. Among Turkic peoples who were once under Soviet rule, Uzbeks are the least Russified, still sticking to Uzbek as their primary language. In terms of language, Uzbeks speak a Turkic language from the southeastern branch. Karakalpak, a related Turkic language, shares official status with Uzbek in Karakalpakstan. About 1/7 of the population in Uzbekistan speaks Russian. Yep, Russian is the language of camaraderie, widely spoken and understood. Uzbek takes the lead as the majority language, but don't be surprised if you catch a bit of Russian chatter in the air. Religiously, Uzbeks are predominantly Sunni Muslims, known for their devoutness. Sunni Islam makes up 87–90% of the total Muslim population, making them the largest branch of Islam. Around 3/4 of the population of Uzbekistan practices Islam, with a small Eastern Orthodox Christian minority and others identifying as non-religious. Most of the population resides in the eastern half of the country, with bustling oases, foothill basins and the fertile Fergana Valley, supporting a mix of old and new cities, traditional rural settlements and vineyards. Karkalpakstan in the west faces depopulation threats due to environmental challenges around the Aral Sea. Approximately half of Uzbekistan's population lives in urban areas, with a notable non-Uzbek presence. In the late 80s and early 90s, a significant number of Russians and some Jews emigrated, leading to shifts in ethnic and employment dynamics in the region. The diversity in languages, religions and lifestyles makes Uzbekistan a fascinating country of Central Asian cultures. So if you're into diverse cultures, historical wonders and a mix of languages, Uzbekistan is the place to be. Economy export is every country's #1 source of income generation, and the same can be said for Uzbekistan also. Cotton is dubbed white gold in Uzbekistan. Because of how important it is to the country's economy, it makes up a hefty 17% of the country's exports. In terms of numbers, Uzbekistan cranks out about 1 million tons of cotton fiber each year, contributing 4–5% to global cotton production. Their exports hover around 700,000, 800,000 tons, securing them the 8th spot in global production and 11th in exports. Along with cotton, they've been silk farming since the 4th century, especially in the Fergana Valley. Mulberry leaves, the silkworm's favorite munch, come from trees planted all over the place. But it's not just cotton and silk. Uzbekistan has a variety show of melons, apricots, pomegranates, berries, apples, pears, cherries, and figs. Veggies like carrots, cucumbers, onions, tomatoes, and greens are also stealing the spotlight. The Muruntau gold mine in the Kizilkum Desert is a behemoth. Discovered in 1958 and operational since 1967, it boasts dimensions of approximately 3.35 kilometers by 2.5 kilometers and a depth of at least 560 am. In 2020, Uzbekistan produced a whopping 101.6 tons of gold, ranking them as the 12th largest gold producer globally. Notably, gold constitutes around 44% of the country's exports. Uzbekistan has the perfect combo for cattle raising and growing cotton, loads of sunlight, short mild winters, and fertile soil. But here's the hitch. Irrigation is on the outs due to rivers drying up, and new systems are a no-go. There are already some fancy canals like the Great Fergana and Tashkent, plus artificial lakes on the Zirovshan and other rivers. Now, let's chat about the industry. Uzbekistan is the heavyweight champ in Central Asia when it comes to machinery and heavy equipment. They're cranking out machines for cotton everything, textile production, and even road construction. Metallurgy is no joke here, with the first plant firing up in Bekabad back in 1946. The light industry's doing its thing too. Tea packing plants and clothing factories are making moves. When it comes to trade, Uzbekistan is all about natural resources and raw materials, life. Cotton, gas, oil, coal, silk, fruit, and those fancy karakul pelts are the hot exports. Some fresh produce even travels up to Moscow. On the flip side, Uzbekistan is importing goods from China, Russia, South Korea, and Kazakhstan. They work together with Switzerland, China, Turkey, and Kazakhstan for exports. Uzbekistan, along with Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, used to host the 4th largest lake globally, the Aral Sea. However, a Soviet water diversion project in the 1960s aimed at converting the desert into fertile land led to the lake's demise. Today, the Aral Sea is nearly gone, causing the collapse of communities and fisheries. The exposed lakebed's dust poses a public health hazard, and the region experiences extreme weather shifts without the moderating influence of the lake. Winters are colder, and summers are hotter and drier. Cuisine. Can't talk about a country without talking about its delicious cuisine now, can we? So let's take a flavorful journey through the heart of Uzbekistan's cuisine where the taste buds dance to the rhythm of local agriculture. With the vast fields of grain swaying in the Uzbek breeze, it's no surprise that bread and noodles take center stage, earning Uzbek cuisine the title of noodle-rich. With sheep aplenty, mutton plays a starring role in various Uzbek dishes, adding that rich and savory touch that locals adore. But the piece de resistance? None other than the signature dish, palav, or plov. Imagine a dish where rice, meat, carrots, and onions join forces to create a culinary symphony. Interestingly, back in the day, only men were deemed worthy of mastering the art of palav. But thanks to the Soviet era, women got their chance too. And there's more to savor. Sherpa, a hearty soup with meat and veggies. Norin and lagman, noodle-based wonders served in various styles. And let's not forget the mouth-watering manti, chuchvara, and somsa. Delightful stuffed pockets of dough. Wash it all down with Uzbekistan's favorite hot beverage, green tea. The chaykhanas, tea houses, are cultural hubs, serving tea throughout the day. In Tashkent, they lean towards black tea, but whether it's green or black, you can bet your last sum it's served without milk or sugar. Tea isn't just a meal companion. It's a gesture of hospitality extended to every guest. Come summertime, the tea is swapped for ayran, a refreshing chilled yogurt drink to keep you cool under the scorching sun of Uzbekistan. And when it comes to spirits, Uzbekistan has a surprise. While alcohol isn't as widespread as in the West, wine is surprisingly popular in this predominantly secular Muslim nation. With 14 wineries, including the iconic Kovrenko winery in Samarkand and the rising star, Chateau Hamkor in Tashkent, Uzbekistan's wine culture is flourishing. So there you have it, a taste of Uzbekistan, where every dish tells a story, and hospitality is as warm as the Central Asian sun. Tourist attractions. Uzbekistan is known for its rich cultures, histories, and lovely architectural buildings. If you want somewhere you would like to visit to experience all these, then Uzbekistan is the destination for you. Samarkand, the UNESCO-lauded crossroad of cultures, unfolds a saga that spans 3,500 years of history. This vibrant city is a living testament to its traditions. Delving into its past, Afrosiab, founded in the 7th century BC, emerges as a melting pot of cultures. Conquered by luminaries like Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan, Samarkand reached its zenith as the opulent capital of the Timurid Empire. It played a pivotal role in shaping Islamic arts and architecture. Now, onto the treasures you can't miss. Registan Square, a mesmerizing ensemble of majestic madrasas, beckons with its grandeur. The Bibi Khanum and Gur Emir mausoleums reveal tales of Timurid magnificence. The Shah-e Zinda complex boasts intricate mausoleums and turquoise-tile domes, offering a breathtaking journey through centuries. Don't forget Afrosiab, where archaeological wonders bring ancient stories to life. Finally, the Ulugbek Observatory, a celestial marvel, stands as a testament to Samarkand's scholarly legacy. Uncover the layers of Samarkand's history, architecture, and culture as you explore these captivating sites, and don't forget to stop and enjoy the lovely cuisines that Samarkand has to offer. After exploring the beautiful country of Uzbekistan, and seeing all the lovely facts it has to offer, some surprising and some not so surprising, I'm sure it would make it to your bucket list of exciting places to visit around the world. This next video suggested on your screen is a must-watch, and you should not miss it, so click on the video and continue the exciting virtual tour around the world with us.